everyone, happy Sunday. I am hopping in here because it is a Sunday evening and we do not have a leader call today, which we sometimes have with our founding leaders and our committees on Sunday evenings. So I thought that today would be a good day for me to hop in here and go live and kind of wrap up what's happening this month as well as preface what's happening in October. So I'm just going to pull my phone up and make sure that I can see comments on there in case anybody is able to hop on. And this is really just available for you as a replay, and it's also kind of going to give you a sneak peek into some of the changes that we are working through on the abundance plan with AYS Color coming, how much money you can make with that opportunity, and just a little status update on all of that. So I'm going to pull this up and make sure that I can see comments. Hope that you guys have had a great week. We have had some really great sales in September between the National Skincare Awareness Month. Hopefully that's coming out right. And as well as things like our most recent one with Renew, the Super Clear the Shelves sale on Renew. That is a mouthful. We did not clear the shelves, so we still have more, but we are going to be working through things aggressively, and that's something that I wanted to just touch on really quick when it comes to October and November in these upcoming months. It is the biggest and best time of the year as far as retail goes, selling, shopping, and selling to your clients and customers. So you can expect some really aggressive marketing and promotions over the next few months. And we're really going to be hitting it heavy and focusing on pulling inventory down and clearing out as much inventory as possible, because we do plan to make product shifts and changes as we move into this next season with Align. We have some products that have a lot of inventory. We have some products that don't have a lot of inventory, but that will be getting changes in the future. And so there's a lot of changes in the air. And I want you to be prepared for October and November to be really heavily marketed, and promotions are going to be aplenty and plentiful so that you can really sell and share as we approach the holiday season. One thing that we are currently working on and finishing up as we speak is changes to the abundance plan. So these are actually going to go into effect in October. This is something that we have been working through with our committees, getting their feedback and their input, but I wanted to go through them on a live just really briefly and kind of talk about some of the changes, and then you will see an updated abundance plan go onto the website, be available to you in the Ambassador Resource Drive, and it will go into effect in October as far as commissions go. Hi everyone. So one really important thing about the abundance plan that we have had in mind and as part of the vision of Align from the very beginning is to keep it as simple and streamlined as possible, and also be putting money into your pocket and into the pockets of people who are actively working this, whether it's more socially or more as a business. That part is up to you. And so something that we are constantly evaluating is what is effective in everything that we're doing. If something is not effective, if the field is not latching onto it and taking advantage of it, then it really doesn't serve a purpose. And one of my personal pet peeves when it comes to comp plans is that so very often you will see pages and pages and pages of things in a comp plan that nobody earns. And if nobody is earning it, it honestly is a little bit of a bait and switch. It sounds really good, it looks really good on paper, but if nobody is actually earning those things, it's really not an advantage to you as a consultant or an ambassador in the field. So with all of that in mind, we have also been working on integrating AYS Color into the comp plan. And people who were actively able to join us in Scottsdale kind of got this preview of how you can make money with AYS Color, but that is something that needed to also be integrated into the compensation plan, which we call the Abundance Plan here at Align, and combine all of that together. So changes, looking at what is working and what isn't, making sure that the things that we are offering you, you are actually able to earn and that they feel like a real value to you, taking into consideration feedback from our committees and our leaders, and then as well as working AYS Color into the abundance plan and what that was going to look like. We have not only been working through this as a team and talking through it and poking holes in it and looking at every option, but also working with our tech team to make sure that things are feasible and incorporating it into the technology that helps run what is known as a commission engine. So that's what calculates commissions and helps us be able to pay you on a weekly basis. So all of that being said, there are a lot of things to consider when it comes to compensation, making changes to a comp plan, and updating something of that nature. That being said, also, I have said from the very beginning that I feel like comp plans should be a living, breathing document. No company, in my opinion, should have a comp plan that was set one time 10 years ago and then it's never touched again. It's just not a realistic way to do business, especially with how fast the industry is shifting and how fast things are changing in business. And so our comp plan is never going to be set in stone. The abundance plan is a living, breathing, changing document that we anticipate will change with the business as needed, as appropriate. So I wanted to talk through just a few of those changes with you on a video, on a live, and then, like I said, you will get updated documentation that will go out on the website in the next few days, as well as in the dashboard and other places that you can find the abundance plan. So the first thing that we are changing in the abundance plan is we are simplifying our ambassador options. So previously we have had an affiliate path and an ambassador path, and now we are about to embark on adding a certified color ambassador path for the people who want to offer AYS color, virtual color analysis, and hopefully in the future in-person color analysis services. As we looked at this and we wanted to make sure that things at Align continue to stay minimalist and modern and mid-lux and simple, that becomes too many options. And what we have personally found after 2 years in business is that our affiliates have been a very tiny, small percentage of people who have opted to go the route of affiliate. The great majority of our ambassadors have been ambassadors. When people are provided the choice between becoming an affiliate or an ambassador, the overwhelming majority, like 98% majority, has chosen the ambassador path. And so as we're getting ready to add the option for AYS color, we have very, very few affiliates, and we have a very small team, and we don't have really the resources and the bandwidth to be able to add and add and add without taking some other things away. So with that in mind, we have chosen to stick with the ambassador path as our main course of business going forward. We are actually going to simplify the abundance plan and get rid of that affiliate option. So affiliates would previously be direct to the company. They did not have scaled commissions. It was just a 20% flat commission on sales brought in through their affiliate link. And they were not on a team, and they had no mentor, and they had no upline, they had no other connection outside of just a straight affiliate referral link. And interestingly enough, that's the way so many companies are actually moving in that direction, and we're moving away from that direction. And I hope that that lets you know that we really believe in social selling and all of the benefits that it can have, and that is the path that we are continuing to move forward on, is with ambassadors. So on the new updated abundance plan, you will no longer see an affiliate option, and our verbiage everywhere will continue to be changed, and it will start to say only ambassadors. That being said, we have 2 ambassador options. You have an Align ambassador, which is exactly how we have it now. You can join for $29. We're going to give you a coupon code for a free product as our welcome gift to you, and you can start learning all about Align, sharing and selling the product, as well as mentoring, recruiting, building a team if you wish to do so. And then we also have our certified color ambassador, which is kind of an upgrade. You will be an Align ambassador either way, but only those who go through the certified color course and become a certified color ambassador will be able to share and sell virtual analysis services. Obviously, this makes sense, right? You cannot go sell seasonal color analysis if you haven't gone through the training to be able to provide that service. So if you're an ambassador now and you have no idea what we're talking about with AYS Color and you haven't been able to wrap your brain around that yet and you're not interested, or this is just one of many brands that you share and sell and you just want to be able to send someone a referral link for Clarify, nothing changes. Everything will stay pretty much exactly the same for you as an Align ambassador. However, if you are somebody who is looking to increase your income and your earning potential from this part of your business and your brand through Align Your Skin, then AYS Color might be something that you want to look into. This course, I can tell you, is a huge value. And I'm going to give really, again, 99% of the props to Shanae. Shanae has been working her butt off on creating this course, the outline, the workbook, the tools that you need. If you know us, as you do, you know that I'm going to come up with an idea. Maria's going to tell us how we and you can make money with the idea, and Shanae is really the glue that's going to put that idea into motion and create something really tangible and workable that you can actually use in your business and in your brand. So the value of this course is enormous. And in the future, we may sell the course as a standalone product. But I'm telling you right now, this level of a virtual course would probably retail for $2,000 to $3,000. I'm just being completely honest. Go do the research on becoming a color analyst and look at how much the courses are. I don't think you're going to be able to find one for less than $1,500 to $2,000, and the quality of what we are creating is top level. It's top notch, and major kudos go to Shanae for really putting together all of the bones and bread and butter of that training. It is definitely worth that. And when you decide that you want to be a certified color ambassador online, that is $299. $299, not $2,999 as it would be in almost any other platform. It is only $299 for you to get access to this course and this training. That is a huge value in itself. So no more affiliates. When it comes to joining as an ambassador, you will have that option to join for $29, just like you do right now, and share and sell our products, or you will have the option to become a certified color ambassador for $299. If you become a certified color ambassador, can you sell the regular products? Yes. So basically that $29 kind of gets rolled in to that $299, just like a larger kit deal would, and you can do both. So it's still kind of the same premise of what we were having before, was 2 kits. Those kits just look a little bit different now. We have Start Simple for $29, and we have Certified Color Ambassador for $299, and that does include the same perks as Start Simple. So hopefully that makes sense. That is the first big change, no affiliates. The next big change, well, I'm going to go in order through the abundance plan. So ambassador recognition ranks will stay the same. Team leader, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, all of these levels, the frontline volume affiliated with those levels and the company volume affiliated with those levels will remain the same. All ambassadors must produce $500 in ambassador volume in the calendar month to achieve and be paid at an Align recognition rank. So again, to get paid on anyone in your downline, you have to have $500 in AB. And I'm actually seeing something on here that I need to edit while I catch it. So that is staying the same. How you rank advance here at Align stays the same. That is something that we did actually talk to our founding leaders and our committees about, is recognition ranks. Do we love them? Do we not love them? Do we need them? Do we not need them? Are they important to you? And we did take feedback on that into consideration, and we're leaving all of those the same. So our recognition ranks stay the same. Team leader through diamond and all of those numbers stay the same. Next up is ambassador personal volume pay. I've had to be fixing things on here, and it's actually ambassador volume pay in this one little area. I'm sorry, I have been sick for a week straight too. Crystal asked if AYS Color Commission is included in that. AYS Color Commission does feed into recognition ranks. It does feed into team pay. Yes. Okay. Ambassador AV pay. So this is what we have previously called scaled commissions. And prior to these changes, this went from 20% up to 40%. This is another area where we took feedback into consideration from a group of all of our committees and our founding leaders. And this is an area where we are making a change. So previously, this had 5 levels. It went 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 on the percentages, all the way up to $5,000 in ambassador volume. So if you had over $5,000 in ambassador volume, you were being paid 40% personal commission on those sales. We are going to simplify this and make it really 4 different levels instead of 5. So there's kind of 2 separate things at play here. What we previously had for ambassador volume as far as $1 to $999, $1,000 plus to $1,999. Those we had 5 levels. We are taking that to 3. So on your personal volume and ambassador volume, right? So your volume and your customer order volume that joins together to create your ambassador volume, that is now going to have 3 levels. So it's going to go either 20%, 25%, or 30%. And this is one of the areas where I'm going to be completely honest. We do not, at this point in the business, have people consistently selling over $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Almost ever. And so that scaled commission doesn't mean a whole lot if nobody's really doing it. And so this is an area where we chose to simplify and keep that at 3 levels instead of having 5 levels, because we want to be able to pay you really generously on color analysis. And again, I know not everybody is going to take advantage of offering color analysis as a service, and that is completely fine. But I am going to be honest and say that if you're currently selling and sharing Align products, you're really probably not selling over $2,000 a month. Definitely not over $3,000, $4,000, or $5,000 a month. So those 35 and 40% levels on the personal, on the ambassador volume, don't really mean a whole lot because nobody's really doing it. So this is an area where we are simplifying. And again, I'll have a visual for you guys. I just wanted to talk through it on a video as well. So on ambassador volume, you can be paid 20%, 25%, or 30% on that scaled commission. And this is on all of our regular products. On color analysis services, so you become a certified color ambassador and you decide to offer that service to your clients, you get paid 50% on those services. So in order to pay you more in one spot, we have to kind of negate that throughout the comp plan in other spots, and we wanted to make sure we were doing that in areas that were not really being earned or taken advantage of. So if you sell between $1 and $999, 20% commission. If you sell $1,000 plus up to $1,999, that's 25% commission, and $2,000 plus is 30% commission. Any color analysis service that you sell, you earn 50% commission. So it's kind of a give and take on that one. The 35 and 40% commissions are no longer. On that same note, along the same line, we wanted to kind of keep that in line with our ambassador team pay. So what we did is, first, as you know, we did a massive roll up and compression, and we are turning people who are truly customers back into customers. Or people who just joined on a whim, got a free product, and never did anything with it. Those people do not serve you very well on your team. It kind of distracts from your attention. You have a bigger group of people that you're trying to help, and some of them just frankly do not want to be an ambassador and have no intention of ever sharing or selling a product as an ambassador. They joined for whatever reason was appealing to them at the time, and now they're not taking action. They don't want to run this as a business, and that's completely fine, but we want to turn those accounts back into customer accounts. So that is being worked through every single day right now by our tech team, and they are working on compressions. So anybody who did not have an order between August of last year all the way up through August of this year will have their account deactivated as an ambassador, and they will have a customer account. So that being said, once we have looked at that compression, there's a lot of zeros in there, right? People who joined and never did anything with their account, who are kind of taking up spaces in your downlines. So when we compress them, we're moving them up moving them up a level. So we don't want a bunch of zero levels in there. We want to make sure that everyone gets pushed up. And when we did that, it resulted in not having people have a level 4 or 5 whatsoever in their downline. Sorry, I have a message I gotta send really quick. So nobody has level 4s and 5s in their downline when we look at TeamPay at this point in time. Some of our very tippity-toppity leaders did, but when we take out those zeros and we clear out those accounts and have them turn back into customers, those people are going to compress and move up, and nobody is really that deep. So that being said, we are, in order to be able to pay you 50% on color analysis, because that's a really significant commission that is nearly impossible to find in the industry anymore. I think most companies are going lower to 15%, maybe 20%. So for us to be able to pay you 50% on color analysis means we have to adjust the compensation plan somewhere. And again, we wanted to do that in places where it made sense, where people are not earning at this time. So one of those spots is TeamPay. So we are removing level 4 and level 5 from TeamPay. That means level 1, level 2, and level 3 stay exactly the same. So if you have a team that has level 1s, level 2s, level 3s, nothing changes. You're going to get paid exactly the same. You can still unlock that TeamPay with $500 in ambassador volume, and you still get paid the same percentages on those level 1s, level 2s, and level 3s, which is 7%, 6%, and 4%, which is generous on those levels. So that is another big change. Other than that, we are getting rid of monthly bonuses right now. So the reality of where we are as a very small little baby brand is that nobody is really earning those monthly and quarterly bonuses the way that they were intended to be earned. We want you guys to be able to have more commission in your pocket, and I don't love having options that nobody's earning out there, and so we are scrapping that page for right now. This was something that we talked about at length with leaders, and it's something that we can always adjust again in the future. So if we decide that we feel like some sort of bonus would be beneficial or motivating to you, we can add bonuses back in. But one overwhelming thing that we heard from feedback is that people love events, and they love incentive trips, and they love travel. Those are opportunities that people love, and those are expensive opportunities for us to offer as a business. And so instead of monthly bonuses that currently no one is really earning, we're going to scrap that page, which is basically a whole page of bonuses in the abundance plan. That page is gone, and we are going to focus on pools. Pools are something that will stay the same. Now, when you see this updated abundance plan, the founders pool is no longer on there visually, because nobody can continue to earn it, right? So if you've already earned the founders pool, nothing changes. You still have the opportunity to be paid on it and earn your share just as you earned it, but we're not going to keep advertising it when it's not something that people from now going forward can earn. So the pools page has been updated, and then the pools stay the same. So we have our aligned volume pool, our frontline volume pool, and our leadership pool. Those stay exactly the same. You have to have $1,000 in ambassador volume to earn into a pool. The shares are the same. The tiers are the same. So nothing has really changed in the pool. The founders pool, if you are a founding leader and you hit team leader and you have $1,000 in ambassador volume, you still earn your founders pool share. It's just no longer going to be on the abundance plan document, because if I join tomorrow, I'm going to ask, what is the founders pool? And I want to earn it. That would be me. I would definitely want to know what it was and how I can earn it. And I can't earn it anymore. So there's no point in continuing to advertise it. So that's basically it. That's kind of the overview of how we have updated the abundance plan. We're taking some stuff away that currently is really not going to impact anyone, and we're amping some other stuff up, and we really wanted to be able to pay you generously on color analysis because it's a service. This is something that is really different for a brand like ours, who is completely product focused. To offer a service is something different. There are service-based direct sales company, and all they offer is services. Think things like legal services or financial services. That's all those brands do. And then there are product-based companies like Align that only offer products. We offer tangible products that you can feel, touch, and use, and we offer products. To offer both is something really unique that I personally don't really see being done in the industry. I don't see everything happening in the industry, but I can tell you that I pay attention to a lot, and I don't really see anyone kind of doing this hybrid offering where you can offer a service to your customers and get paid 50% on commission on that service, and products that supplement that service as well and go hand in hand. So I think that's something really different and unique that we're doing here at Align, and it's a huge earning opportunity for you. I actually had lunch with a friend who has been in the industry for probably about 17 years with a huge brand, and she is no longer with that brand as of very recently, and we were just having lunch and talking about the industry in general. And it's just really interesting to bounce ideas and feedback and kind of other perspectives on how other people see the industry. And we were just talking in depth about the changes that continue to roll out in social selling and direct sales companies, and how these big, huge companies are handling it, and how little baby brands like ours are handling it as well. And that was something that we really talked a lot about, is how much the industry has shifted from building deep to building wide. And so when I came into direct selling in 2008, and when I really grew my business dramatically in 2012 through 2015, that's when my team really grew a lot. You would kind of get into these opportunities, and you could kind of build this team if you got in at the right time with the right brand, with the right people, and you really did have an opportunity to kind of build this team that would explode into this big, deep organization where you might have levels 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 levels deep. And what we're seeing more and more in the industry, and this is something we've talked about from the very beginning, is that does not statistically happen very often anymore. Organizations are growing wider. You're connecting more with people that you personally know who might join your team. So you might have 15 or 20 or 25 in your front line, but they may not go treat the business like a business in the way that you do. And so your team doesn't ever really get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 levels deep. And so it sounds and looks really good on paper when you see a comp plan that pays you infinity on level 10. But if you never, ever, ever get a level 10, that means nothing to you, and it doesn't put any additional money into your pocket. However, something that you can personally sell and share is where you're going to make most of your money in this business and in this industry. So if I'm personally offering something, whether that's a service or a product, that's most likely where I'm going to make most of my money. And it's also why it doesn't make sense to recruit willy-nilly and recruit people who have no intention of working this as a business into your downline. Because if you're my customer, if Heather's my customer, and she wants to do virtual color analysis with me, and then she loves our skincare products and she wants to buy those with me consistently, I can make 50% on offering her a service. I can make up to 30% on offering her a product. If I recruit her into my downline, even in a generous comp plan that pays well on your first line, like ours, we pay 7% on your front line, that's 7% instead of 50% or 30%. So it's something that we're watching and learning and paying attention to. And that is the reality that we have seen in these 18 months of Align, is that people are making their money from what they're personally offering. And that means the products that you're selling, the services that you're offering. And so if we can provide you with something like AYS Color, where you have the opportunity to add a skill to your brand that allows you to make 50% upfront on a service that you're offering, that can create a lot more immediate income into your pocket than pitching you on the opportunity to build a really big team, and maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years from now, you'll get paid on that team for your hard work now. That vision, in my opinion, is what is changing in the industry massively. That is how I was recruited into this type of business, was work really hard for 5, 6, 7 years, build that residual income, and then you don't have to really work hard in the future. It's just not reality for many reasons. Number one, brands sticking around that long and being consistent in their comp plan and what they sold you on is rare. And that's what I was talking to my friend about, who's been in this industry for 17 years, is you were recruited and brought into the business one way, and 17 years later that business looks completely different. And so the things that we were told and kind of recruited on don't really exist anymore in that business. And then the other thing is just the changes in the industry. It's just not really happening anymore. Those massive, really deep downlines are not really happening in the way that they were. We live in an influencer culture. Everybody's sharing things. Everybody's sharing links. And in some senses, that makes our competition a lot greater as far as who we're competing with for these sales. And so there's just a lot of changes that continue to happen in the industry. And we're always open to learning from them and adapting and changing and seeing what works and what doesn't. And that is AYS Color. We really love the idea of you being able to offer a personalized service that provides a lot of value to your customer that you make 50% commission on. That feels like a win-win-win. So that is our focus as we move into October, is finishing our AYS Color training, technology, the dashboard tools, the tools that you'll receive, your customers will receive. We are head down working on all of that. But the abundance plan changes are something that we really wanted to kind of provide some context for and talk through before we just make those changes. So you're going to see the document being updated. You're going to see changes in the dashboard. You're going to see changes online when you click on the abundance plan and what that looks like. And so I just wanted to kind of answer questions and provide some context about those changes as we move into October. So that being said, ask your questions. I actually have to run out and go pick up a kiddo, but I hope that you guys are having a great end of month. We do have a promotion going on today and tomorrow for the end of September. Spend $39, get a free individual set of Aura automatically added to your order. This is something that just happens at checkout. There's no code they have to enter. Their subtotal needs to be $39. And when that happens, they will automatically get that individual set of Aura added to their cart. So hope you guys have an awesome end of month. As I said, we will get all of these documents and changes rolled out to you. Ask your questions in the comment. We will come back and answer them. And we will talk to you very soon about all of the changes and all of the exciting things that we have coming in the future with AYS Color. Bye.